It's really not as hard as people think it is to make a living doing what you love. And I always think about my own experience when I'm giving advice, just like many other people in this world. And I want to let you guys know that for me, I'm just another normal person who, has had a strong passion and strong desire to do what I love for a living. For me personally, I just never had any other option. I never had, a plan B. There was always, that one person that's like, okay, you want to be a music producer, you want to be an audio engineer, you want to own a marketing agency, or you want to have a personal brand, but what is your plan B? What if that doesn't work out? I've always been an all-in type of guy. And don't get me wrong, there has been phases in my life where I've had to work a normal 9 to 5 job to be able to sustain, a living and be able to pay my bills, but I've never lost sight of that vision that I have, and I've always used my time as wisely as I possibly can, my resources and my money, I've used that to invest into my long-term goal in creating the life that I want to live. And I want to tell you guys that it is so possible for you guys as well. Now, are you going to do it, and is it going to be easy? No, I can't guarantee that, but I can tell you guys that, step number one is just committing to doing it. A lot of people are like, oh, I'm an aspiring photographer, or I'm an aspiring musician, one day I want to be an artist. And it blows my mind because it's like, okay, well, hold on. How long have you been taking photos? How long have you been learning and perfecting your craft? How long have you been recording your music or doing whatever it is that you love? You are a photographer, or you are an artist. You're telling me you produced an entire beat and then sat there and wrote all of your vocals and you recorded it 500 different times to make sure you got the best take, and then you got it mixed and mastered, and then you created a music video and you got a cover photo for it and you released it on all platforms, but you're not an artist yet? Just tweaking that perspective alone and saying, I am whatever it is that you guys want to pursue or do, just tweaking that and changing that wording alone is a huge start. I promise you guys. Now, there's so much to this and it's very complex, and I'm also talking to a range of different types of people right now, but at the end of the day, you all are trying to become or wanting to make more doing what you love. So you are self-employed or you own a business, right? So the advice I'm going to give you guys is going to be based on that. If you want to start a business or you own a business and you want to make more money, you could follow all of these steps. So first of all, commit to it, right? Next, I would say learn as much as you can about your target consumer, target audience, right? The better understanding you have of who you are speaking to, or, a lot of business is just solving problems, right? So if you are just solving problems, you have to know what the problem is to be able to fix it, right? And the better understanding you have of them, the better understanding you can, the better you can actually provide and serve. So that's the next thing. Figure out who your target audience is. And to do that, usually you need to figure out who you are, or what it is that you are, also take into account what your skills are and what skills you have, and what your strengths and weaknesses are. Go on ChatGPT, guys, and chat with it, talk to it, say, my name is so-and-so, I want to do this, what are the first steps? Or I want to create a business plan, and it'll walk you through the steps and help you and assist you with that. It's a free resource. You guys can download it on your phone. You can go to the website on your computer right now and chat with it. Now, the next thing I'll say is give, ask. Now, I don't remember where I learned this, but it's a very simple concept. Essentially, you want to give more than you ask. A lot of people just use Instagram and TikTok and Reels as a place to just create advertisements, right? And it's just like, we see it all the time. You start to, as just a consumer, somebody on Instagram and TikTok, you start to just kind of block it out. At least that's what I do, and most people in the world do. Some people might see something that sparks their interest, or they know that it would benefit them and they buy into it. That happens as well. But at the end of the day, give, ask, okay? Don't just knock on somebody's door and say, hey, buy my product, or hey, buy my services, right? Or don't just walk up to somebody on the street and say, hey, buy my shirt. It says Austin on it. They're going to be like, who the hell is Austin? Why would I buy that shirt, right? Build a relationship with these people. Actually, if you want to make the most money, I promise you guys what you need to do is focus on everything else in your business and that money will just come. Okay, if you're only focused on money, money, money all the time, how can I make more money? You become more greedy, and they feel that, right? They can sense it, that all you want is their money, and you're not actually caring about them. So care about your product or service that you are providing, right? And care about your clients. I almost would recommend not even calling them your clients. Why are you calling them your clients? Why are you calling them your customers? I do understand, like, you're selling a product, they're a customer. But if you have like a personal brand, or you are a musician or even a photographer, just saying, hey, become my client today, like, imagine if it's just like you have an actual genuine relationship with them. You actually care about them. You're asking how their family, their kids are doing. It's so much more genuine. You actually are caring, and that goes a long way and knocks out a lot of the competition. I promise you guys, that is a huge little gem for you guys. You should already know this, but if you don't, now you do, and practice it. I promise you guys, you will see results. Other than that, I would say, building your core fan base, building your clientele, caring about them, understanding who you are, understanding who your target consumer audience is. That way, when you are creating more content or you're trying to solve more problems, you got to understand what the problems are first so that you can solve it, right? These are just a few little steps a few little gems that I'll drop for you guys today. I'm going to make this video short, but I'm going to post more. Comment below if there's any other advice or tips or things that you guys are curious about. I also would love to tell you guys my story, and I'll have more videos for that as well. But until next time, guys, my name is Austin O, and I'll see you guys in the next video.